Greetings everyone and welcome to episode 121. It's time to put some camouflage on the Thunder Models LRDG truck, and in this video that's exactly what I'll be doing. Folks, you'll recall that in the previous video we modified and painted some stowage for the Thunder Models wireless truck, and it's now time to get some paint on this fine kit. In this video I'll be completing some load bed paint chipping, something I started previously. I'll be selecting accurate camouflage colors, and then I'll be applying and shading a two-tone Quanta camouflage scheme from World War II. I'll be applying some paint chipping, and then finally I'll be using AK Quick Gen as filter colors, something I touched on in the previous video. Folks, these are on promotion at the moment at Supernova Studio. AK is a precision panel liner, and these are highly recommended. You can see there that very fine precision applicator in the cap. If you use the promo code PanelLinerPromo, you will get 10% discount off any of these colors, and they are available at Supernova Studio. Again, these are highly recommended, and guys, do make use of this opportunity to grab yours while stocks last. Now on to the build. Guys, here I'm just finalizing the chipping in the truck bed, something I started in video 120. And some of the best weathering advice I was ever given was to look at old farm equipment when you're looking for references to weather a truck bed or similar type of equipment. So keep that in mind. That's the result I was looking for there. Heavily used truck bed, the load bed of the truck. Some final detailing on the side there. A little bit of shading using a lightened version of the light stone base color for those center areas, and then a slightly darkened version, adding some dark earth to the light stone color, just for some outlining there on the sides, as well as those rows of bolts or rivets, whatever they were. Then on to the camouflage scheme. Now there's a very nice color printed guide included in the Thunder Models kit, and the color for the bluish tone is indicated as silver gray. Now I looked at my Vallejo paint colors and I discovered that silver gray on the Vallejo side is very close to UK light stone. I wasn't sure whether this was going to work. Now this is the very familiar color scheme that was used by the LRDG. You can see there's a little bit of a contrast there. Of course, no color photographs exist from this period of history, so it's a bit of a guessing game as to what the bluish color was. So this is our base color, UK light stone, and what I did was just to have a little bit of a shootout, if you wish, the different colors, and see what will work. This is the silver gray color as indicated in the paint guide. Let's see what this looks like on white paper. That's an accurate way of judging color. This is light blue. I thought this would be a likely candidate for the bluish color. It certainly looks like it could work. And then finally, UK Asia blue. This is a very blue color, and I'd likely have to mix in some white. And because I have to build two similar looking trucks in this build, I want to avoid mixing colors. I find it useful just to write down those paint numbers in case I start swapping bottles around. Eventually I decided to go with the light blue color. This looks more accurate to my eye. And given the amount of filtering that I'll be doing, this will likely end up with the grayish tone that is indicated in the Thunder Models guide. So that was the final choice in terms of color. So there we go. These are the two colors for the camouflage scheme, and the next step is to start masking out this very straight-edged camouflage pattern. I believe this dates from World War I. Actually, it was used on some of the warships. You can see there those triangular shapes, and these will now be painted light blue, the color that we just selected. For this, I'll be using my Harder and Steenbeck airbrush because there's some precision work required here. And the next step is just to lightly apply this, gradually get this as smooth as possible onto the truck. So that's the one side done, and I'm happy with this. I think this is the correct color, and I can proceed and apply this color to the rest of the truck. So the other side is masked, and it's now time to carefully start applying this blue color. Also using that on the cab, and guys, here I followed the instructions in that color paint guide, making sure that I apply the camouflage pattern in a similar way as indicated in that guide. There we go, peeling the masking tape very carefully, and there's our camouflage pattern. The basic colors are done. I'm certainly happy with this. So there we go, the basic paint guide. Guys, you'll notice there's some radio equipment in there. That's something I'll be touching on in the next video due to length considerations. So do join me for the next video where I'll be showing you the radio equipment and the armament. One small detail to add is the hose going to the condenser can. For this, Thunder models supplied a length of copper wire. Requires some snaking to get that around the cab section to the can next to the driver's seat, and this is also painted in the light stone color. So there we go. Time to add some shading to the paint scheme, and I'll be doing something similar as I did on the side here, that raised side. So starting off with a base color, adding some white, some thinner, and just getting that color down to a lighter shade. This is loaded into my Harder and Steenbeck airbrush because we'll be doing some precision work. And now very carefully I start adding those highlight tones to that center section of the truck bed, the side there. Take your time with this. It requires a steady hand, light on the airbrush trigger. And guys, this airbrush is such a great tool for this sort of precision work. Highly recommended and available from Supernova Studio. So there's the highlight colors. Let's do some shadow tones if you wish. And for this, I'm going to mix in some dark earth from Vallejo Model Air. Again, very carefully doing this. Those vertical sections. There you go. That's the shading done. I'm certainly loving this. I should actually call this outlining. It's not really shadow tones. Next, I'll be doing the same with the light blue color. That means mixing of darker and lighter shades, following the exact same procedure as I did with the light stone color. You can see there doing the outlining, if you wish, on the blue section. With this done, I can add that condenser can hose. That's in place. Happy with that, guys. And there we go. I'm certainly happy with this this paint scheme. You remember in the previous video I also added some chipping medium, and it's now time to add some chipping on the truck itself, on the bumper area there, as well as that bent fender that I added way back in the beginning of this build. Just some wear and tear. Of course, this fender took an impact somewhere, so I can be quite generous with the amount of chipping. Doing some chipping on the side there, and there we go, chipping done, and this is certainly starting to look very good. The next step is filtering, guys, and for this I'll be using Camel Brown from AK Quick Gen. This is something I touched on in the previous video. You'll remember the stowage that I filtered in a similar manner, and I now just apply this very thin down mixture of the AK Quick Gen paint to the entire truck. And you can see that beautiful rich color that I'm getting there. And this is really going to change the way that I filter color on my models. And as you can see there, quite a dramatic difference before and after. and really bringing out that that very rich color. Also, our gray is in there now, as indicated in the instructions. Folks, so that's it. That is the current state of progress. Happy with the paint job on this truck, and all that remains now is to add the stowage, add items like the radio equipment, the armament, and that is something I'll be touching on in the coming video, so do join me for that. I'm certainly enjoying this Thunder Models build. Beautiful detail on this kit, absolute breeze to put together, and guys, this is really highly recommended. You can see there's the mounting points for the armament, and for this, in the next video, I'll be using these weapon sets from Thunder Models. Guys, just a reminder again that this beautiful kit and many others like it is available at Supernova Studio at the moment. If you use the promo code THUNDER, you will get a 10% discount of any of the Thunder Model vehicle kits, not just the LRDG trucks, all the Thunder Model vehicle kits. Christmas is coming up, and this will make the ideal gift. So that's it then for video 121. Guys, do follow me on Instagram for regular updates on all my builds, and looking forward to seeing everyone in the next video. Thank you for watching.